It's just going to have to be bright enough. Good morning, sup witches. Leslie Silver Cord here, bringing you your morning messages with cards and coffee. I'm not sure how many of you are going to be awake to catch this, but I figured I'm going to give you witches a reason to get up early if you want to keep doing this. And if not, then this will actually be genuinely the message you can watch with your coffee in the morning if you are not some big spazzy lunatic who can't sleep like me who's up at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's actually 7:14 right now. So Moon is entering Cancer. I think it's at 10 o'clock this morning, like 10:30. And so a lot of people are still in their feels right now. A lot of truths are being revealed. Like, oh my word. The amount of revelations and truths, personal truths for people that are coming out have been surreal. They've been surreal for me anyway. I'm getting all kinds of the other sides of the story of things that are going on right now. But the objective is, guys, is you can't let all this stuff rock your boat so much, and you can't let your obsessive thoughts run away with you right now. Let the information come in and process it, but make sure that you keep it where it needs to be and don't let it run away with you. If anything that 2018, 2019 should have taught us was do not let your thoughts run wild with you. Be in control of your mind as much as you can today. And let those truths be revealed. Like, don't, a lot of people will fight them when they start to come in. You don't want to see it. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to, this isn't like animal abuse videos on Facebook. This is real truths are going to be coming out for people. And it's going to be very important that you guys learn to listen to your genuine intuition, because a lot of us over the last year, and especially if you're on the spiritual awakening paths, if you tip too far on one side or the other, you will lose yourself on your path. It's like I told somebody in a reading one time, he was very upset, and he was just like, I feel like my guides and stuff like that, they lie to me, and they trick me, and they da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, yeah, they lie to you and they trick you because you won't listen to them. And if you don't listen to them, then they're going to have to find kind of dramatic ways, morning guys, to get your attention. Your guides do their best to bring you messages as subtly as they can at first. And the more you ignore them, the louder and louder and louder and louder they get, until eventually they do something dramatic to kind of trick you into doing what you're supposed to do. Good morning. So I'm just pulling out some cards real quick for our morning messages and just going over the basic energies that are coming in today. All right. So, like I was saying, don't let your mind run away. Don't let your crazy thoughts drag you off and trail you off into Never Never Land today. The cards I'm getting right now is Ebb and Flow of the Ocean and Breathe. Practicing breath is really important. I know a lot's been going on. Everybody's been kind of, especially smokers have been chain smoking and stuff like that. Just remember that the whole reason you crave doing that is because of the deep breath. So you should take some time in between, and you should practice your breathing for sure. And it should sound like an ocean wave rolling in and out. And that's where you should focus your breath and nurturing energy there. And with the ebb and flow, it's when you're dealing with heavy emotion, you just got to let it flow in and feel it and then flow back out. You have to allow it to wash in and wash out over you in order to process through it. The dark mirror card that I got for today, excuse me, is the temple of my body. So like I said, with the smoking and everything else, today is a focus on listening to your body, listening to what your body needs, not listening to the latest craze or crash diets or anything else like that. Today you really should be focused on what is it your body's actually telling you. Is your body actually telling you that maybe it's time to cut back on some of the caffeine? If you're a smoker, maybe you're developing a smoker's cough at this point. This is time to really start listening to your guts and listening to your inner self and taking care of your temple and your vessel. We are no good to anybody if we are not taking care of ourselves. That is for sure. Let's see what else we got for going for today. Got the Eight of Swords here. Talking about interference. I'm sorry. It's talking about interference here with the Eight of Swords. This is other people pulling on your puppet strings, trying to control you as to where you go. This is failure, it says here. Now, Seven of Pentacles I've always read as keep on working on your skills. Yeah, and investing on them. But this deck, it says failure. And I don't think this is a failure. I think this is this. I think this is the energy. These people that are pulling on your strings and trying to control you, they're the ones telling you that you're a failure right now. You're not. You're not a failure. You can't let people who have never tried to step out of their own comfort zones and their box make you feel worthless because you tried something and it didn't work right away, or you tried something and it didn't pay off as fast as you thought it would. You tried in places where other people are not trying. Do not let them make you feel like a failure for it, for sure, guys. What's that famous saying? The master has failed more than the novice has ever tried. And that is an important message that you should carry with you today. You are not a failure because you tried and something didn't work out. You were able to, dude, in just trying, you did more than what most people are doing, and being true to yourself. Definitely. Hopefully it would be this way for you guys. You got the High Priestess and the Sun here. So the High Priestess and the Sun is really talking about coming into your power and invoking your own power, rising that up through you, and listening to your intuition, your higher self, your best self, your spiritual self. I mean, you didn't start this path for no reason. You're not out here on YouTube looking for tarot readings if you're not trying to actively find ways to better your life, yourself, your circumstances, and you want to feel better spiritually too. And it is time to be embracing these. Don't let other people make you feel silly for your beliefs and your value. We'll have everybody in the world out there trying to convince us that we are, that there's something wrong with us. And there's nothing wrong with us. Trying to have a little integrity in your life and being spiritual, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, why are, Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons and all them, we're not even trying to proselyte. We're just trying to, for ourselves and for those around us, be better. Don't let anybody tell you that there's anything wrong with that. You keep shining on, you batshit crazy diamonds, and we're going to be all right. I will say just be mindful who you share your spirituality with. Like really try to stick within your soul tribe and people that understand what it is that you're saying. Trying to explain certain parts of your spirituality to the puppet string pullers, the ones that are trying to manipulate you and tell you what to do. They can use things that you say, especially if you're going to sit there and start talking about how you talk to spirits and things like that. Don't share that with people who have the power to, I don't know, lock you up, take you to the doctor and tell them that you're crazy and everything else like that. If you share it with those people, when they can't control you, it'll be a control card for them. So I just want you guys to be mindful of that. That's not in play really so much for today, but that will be coming around the next 6 months to a year. That try not to scare anybody, but there will be some spiritual ramifications with everything that's going on right now. Once the virus part of this all gets done playing out. All right. All right, so we got the Six of Pentacles here. And that's just talking about be generous, be kind, you know. I'm sorry, I'm not usually this bad in the morning. Be generous and be kind and be giving today. Especially with compassion. Don't let people, regardless of what they believe, the whole mask thing, everything that's going on. Good morning. Yeah, I decided that this is going to be the only way that I can actually get you guys your cards and coffees with your coffees is if I go live and just rock these out in the morning for y'all. But, and give you witches a reason to get up early. So I'm guessing you guys are my East Coasters. But yeah, be kind and giving today. Don't argue with everybody, especially when it comes to your spirituality. Walk in your own truth. But, you know, if somebody says the sky is purple and they're insisting on the sky is purple, just let the sky be purple for them. There's no reason arguing with these people. Let their sky be purple. Now, if they demand you that the sky is purple, then by all means, go ahead and lay out your argument for why the sky is blue. But do it in the sense that you understand that they're not probably going to believe you by the time you're done with why you believe the sky is blue. It's kind of like flat earthers and earthers. A lot of this stuff is just going to be for every argument you have, they're going to have their argument. Everybody's going to what? Everybody's going to whip out their phone. They're going to go to imright.com. And in the end, you just wasted a whole bunch of energy for 30 minutes just to come back to the same conclusion that everybody's creating their own reality when it comes to this stuff. I mean, that's what I mean when I talk about everybody's creating their own reality. It's not like people are running around with a magic wand and poofing this and poofing that. It really is your perspective is how you view your reality. So how you view your reality is your reality. And some people are going to choose to still want to be in fear and all this other crazy nonsense. And some of us are just going to be trying to get on with our peaceful, witchy ways without all this strife, right? You're all the way in Oregon? Ooh, you were up early. You're worse than me. I've been up for about an hour or so, since about 6 or so. See? We have the Two of Wands here, and then we have the Nine of Rods reversed. So this is a journey of progress and discovery for a lot of you guys. And dropping those controlling strings of others, once you don't let that manipulation bother you anymore, that's a huge burden coming off you. Oh, man. Ace of Wands, though. You guys are going to be really inspired by things. You're really going to have a lot of messages and feathers, signs, synchronicities, things like that. A lot of that's going to be coming into play today and over the next few days leading into the new moon on Monday. I should have made myself a hot cup of tea. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of self-discovery coming out between now and Monday. I don't know about y'all, but it has been, I've had so much stuff. That's exactly what I do. What everybody's unconscious right now. Like, that's literally the only time I got, especially since school's been out for so long. So, your kids going back to school in Oregon, or are you guys going virtual this year too? We just had to do a Facebook Live PTO meeting, and we decided we're going to do it all virtual for at least for the rest of September. Shuffle up some magic cards that we should be focusing on today. We'll say it's almost a new moon, so it is a good time to any last little things you want to release, anything that you're trying to, habits you're trying to change, or everything else like that. But this new moon, when that last little fade of light out, that is a good time for any type of releasing magic, cutting cords. I know that's been a big theme lately. How to cut those energetic cords, and really, if it's someone that you can't actually cut out of your life, cutting the energetic cord is, like I said, those cords that they use to manipulate you, the ones that they use to guilt trip you and everything else like that. Once you're consciously aware that they are doing that on purpose to you, that is your opportunity to cut the energetic cord. How do you cut that energetic cord? You refuse to respond how they think you are going to respond. That's really the secret to it. Once you no longer respond exactly how they want you to respond, that's when they realize they don't have power over you. And of course, like I said, that's when they will buck back at you and stuff like that. But it's important. You cannot control other people. The only thing you can control is how you react to them. We're on target. Keep following your ideal life path. If you wanted to see the symbol there, if you wanted to use that in anything today. But this is, keep following your ideal life path. Like I said, just because you failed at a couple of different things, making things at home or whatever, I've told you guys, I've gone through all kinds of stuff. I've made necklaces, I've made soap, I've made candles, I've done all this. Now I make glass and the buddies, and I, bring those down to the Zen Den. Like, I didn't, little guy. I didn't know those were going to be a big deal. They love them down there at the store. Random of everything I made. That's the one that really took off. Protection, strong protection, protective magic for the family and home. All right, so focusing on protection magic from my home. I suffered a lot of psychic attacks when I first started all this. I actually got into it with a whole group of witches in Oz. So, not the Wizard of Oz, but Australia. And so, I put up a lot of protective barriers around my home. I happened to come into a lot of giant railroad spikes. So I had etched protection symbols on them. They're staked all around my property. You can use paver stones that you can draw protective symbols underneath them. Bless your doorways, sage your house. You really feel like you're having that any type of psychic attacks or anything else like that. Yes, put up some sigils and some protective Shields up. You are protected. No, I don't know why they put the Helm of All, though. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. There it is. All right. And the last one here is the Dragonfly again. I told you, some of you guys are not butterflies, you're dragonflies. You bring light to this world. So definitely stay on target with your path. Set up your protection symbols. Carry around your, double up the protection on everything with everything that's going on. For sure, your space should have protection. I mean, you can do something as simple as you can use essential oils and moon water and draw sigils on your wall. They won't show up, but they will still hold power. You know what I'm saying? But am I okay, or are you talking to somebody in the chat room? I'm okay. Oh, coughing, it's I live in South Carolina in the swamps, and it's pretty much living underwater down here during the summer. It's so humid, and there's so much pollen that I have a post-nasal drip at night, so I wake up kind of coughy in the morning. I usually get it cleared out before I come in here. I do. I need to, I'm going to go make me some hot tea and everything, because I do actually have to go to the Zen Den today and do readings out there, and I cannot be coughing all day out there. They're probably going to make me wear a mask now, too. Hello, good morning. I only got about 10 more minutes, and then I am going to have to pop off here. Ooh. All right. Well, someone is in a fiery masculine right now. So someone either has a lot of options, and they're tempted by this fiery masculine, or someone is dealing with a fiery masculine who has a lot of options. And for whoever that is, the universe is saying you shouldn't be worrying about all these extra options right now. You should be recuperating and worrying about you and letting things heal. Like I said at the very beginning, you guys, truths are going to be revealed. In personal life, things are going to be coming out on the news, so it's going to get, it's going to be a little crazy. I've gotten a lot of truths over the last few days. I can tell you that. I've gotten the other parts of stories that I did not think I was going to get, and it brought so much into focus. It's not even funny. Watch out for deceivers. I mean, not everybody in that Seven of Swords are lying to you. Some of those people are just omitting truth. So you're going to want to be mindful of who's pulling your strings, who's manipulating you, and who's actually lying. Who's lying. And yeah, when those truths come out, you guys are really going to see the other side of people. It's going to be, and this is all going to be leading up to that moon. So like I said, as you learn about people, be prepared to start cutting those energetic cords, setting up some healthy shields, because yeah. Oh, wow. Talk about truths being, after 25 years, somebody showed back up. Woo. Yeah, well, don't let yourself be in too many anxiety about that, but definitely I'm not saying have your guard up, but just be, I don't know, just be mindful of the fact that you don't really know them, and don't let them play on the fact that in a situation like that, with like your bio dad coming back after 25 years, let him reveal who he really is before you sink too much into that. Just because you never know. I mean, when everybody is an adult, it's a whole different story, but they may try to pull on those inner child heart chords there. Can also cause dissent. I mean, I guess the family, that if he's been gone for 25 years, that could cause definitely some turmoil within the family dynamics of those who didn't disappear for 25 years. You don't want to write somebody off when they're trying, because we don't know who's awakening and who's not. I will say what I've noticed the most, though, is people are either hyper aware, like they're actually doing research or whatever. I don't care what you like, the mask thing, where you are on the fence with that. But there's a difference between people who are actually doing research and they have sound reasoning for why they're doing what they're doing. And then there's those people, they're kind of like children. All they do is spout off sound bites from the news. All they do is exactly what the media tells them to do. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but it seems like the people like that have become more and more childlike as this whole has been going on. People either seem to be hyper in tuned and waking up, or they seem to be becoming more and more, childlike. Like they're like children. Like you're looking at grown people and you're like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, why can't, it doesn't seem like you really can think too much on your own anymore. That's how it goes in my family too. Whenever my bio dad reappears, he comes through my sister. He don't talk to me. He just talks to her. I don't know why. You would think I got such a bubbly, happy personality. No, really, most people in my life think I'm a total bitch. Can't help it. It's weird, though. Everybody calls me a bitch. Doesn't seem to have many friends, and I seem to have plenty of friends. Ain't that how it goes? Yeah, be careful, because somebody, and it's not about putting your guard up and then manifesting these bad scenarios, but just always have it. Situations like that, you get played because the person comes in and they're going to play on Guardians of the Galaxy when Peter's dad comes in, right? Plays catch with them, all that other stuff. Turns out he just needed him for something. So just definitely be careful. Because I did pull up, while we've been chatting about that, the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. So the Seven of Swords is a card of deceit. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he's out for anything malicious. It might not be a malicious intent, but definitely make sure he comes clean on all that before, or reveals who he is before you guys invest too much. You're on it, though. You got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords right there. You're ready. You got your mind and your tongue sharpened. Yeah, no, he doesn't deserve it. I hear you. There's been a lot of that going on now. The parental dynamics of families are shifting, just in general. All right. Should we get one more earth magic for the day? I've already told you guys. Well, we'll just go over the cards that I've got here real quick. We'll do a quick snap recap for everybody who's come in while we've been chatting. All right. Shauna. You know what's funny? I was actually just thinking about my cousin Shauna. She passed. She was 21. I was like 14 when she passed. Just thinking about her the other day, and then I got a Shauna in my chat room. I love that name. Scoot all these guys down. We'll do the snap recap for your messages for the day, and then I'm gonna have to hop off here because I gotta go finish packing up all the stuff for the Zen Den. So, okay, forest, breathe, get out in nature and take some deep breaths. Do not go out in nature and just chain smoke cigarettes in your backyard. That's not grounding or going out in nature. You actually want to take time to breathe in the actual air today, guys. Ebb and flow. You want your breath to be soothing and calming as ocean waves rolling in. And then while you're doing this, especially if you're working through hard emotions, let the emotions wash in and wash out, wash in and wash out, and breathe your way through it. I don't know what to tell you. You know, breath is that doorway between the spirit and the physical reality, and breathing your way through these hard emotions is going to be your number one way to get through them. Take care of your temple. You know, the temple of my body. Get yourself some nutritions, take your vitamins, drink plenty of water, hydrate. We are pretty much cucumbers with anxiety. We need to take care of ourselves, right? Oh, you don't got to be sorry, hon. It was over 20 years ago now. She was one of my first spirit guides. All right. So, and this is what I got for the regular tarot. Interference. Don't allow people who have never tried anything in their lives outside of the box to call you a failure for trying things that are difficult. You are a high priestess, and you are learning knowledge and gaining on your path, and you are making moves. Even a failure is still a lesson learned. You know what to do better next time, what you do want to do, what you do want to do. There's no such thing as failures as long as you're trying. The only people who are going to talk shit about you are the people who are too scared to do what you're trying to do. So don't let them pull your puppet strings anymore. It's time for you to embrace this new cycle that's coming in. Six of Pentacles. Be kind and generous. Not to the point where it's detrimental to you, but definitely keep on that 143 frequency of compassion, guys. Understand that everybody's going through their own things. Everybody's suffering from their own mental illness. You know, we can't change other people. All we can do is change ourselves and how we respond to them. You know, today is going to be a day of progress and discovery for everybody. Truths are going to be revealed. You're really going to find out deep down what inside you you're passionate about. It's time to be activating. We're putting down burdens that are not ours anymore. You can't get everybody, not everybody's going to wake up. And I told you, you're going to see the stark difference. There's going to be people that you can have a conversation with, and then there's going to be people who are going to act like toddlers and pitch a fit that you can't have conversations with. So it's really up to you to take control of your energy and take control of the energies around you. We've been shielding out, talk a lot about that, but now it's time to, understand that if you're awake and they're not, then you are more in control than they are of the situation, that it is your responsibility to take control of the narrative of the conversation and the energy in the room. And if you can't, and it remains out of control, now is the time to really stand in your own truth and be like, you know what? I don't need to sit in this energy anymore. And if we can't talk like adults and you're going to throw a temper tantrum, then I will just leave and allow those people to have whatever it is. Once again, you guys are on target. Keep following what you're going for. Allow yourself room to evolve, but keep moving forward. Protection, put up your protective boundaries. like I said, sage, all that other good stuff. You can see the sun starting to come in really good. And you guys are my dragonflies, 143, spreading light to the world. Just, yeah, keep doing that. And just remember, for every, like, I don't know, every time like something like crazy happens with me where someone that's close to me hurts my feelings or whatever, I just remember, like, every time I go out, I always say hi to someone new. I always meet someone new. There's always someone nice. The other day, like I said, I had a problem with my car and some guy came over and was trying to help. There's always far more of us in this world than there is of them. Which deck? This one with the symbols? Today I used, the first deck was Earth Magic Oracle. The Temple of My Body was a Dark Mirror card. I got my Sun and Moon Tarot in a tin, and that was the Magic deck. Yeah, I like these, right? It even says Priestess Moon on the bottom. And I was like, for the longest time, I didn't go by witch. I went by Moon Priestess. I like the term better, but it was weird. And then these are bicycle decks that you could order them off online. But I do have to run though, guys. I got to go get ready for my big day. I got to go chill and zone out and get ready for the marathon reading at the Zen Den. I got 7 appointments today, so and in-persons are a lot of fun, man. It's nice when you can actually like be in the same room with the energy that you're reading. But that's all the time I got this morning. I love y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Oh, yeah. For online readings, I put all that in the descriptions. As always, if these help you, like, share, subscribe, spank the bell, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning.